All right, so we're playing Devil's Dare, which is a brand new game we just ran across. It's a Steam game. It's for Mac, Windows, and Linux. And we thought we'd play this because it's sort of Halloweenish, and we had a really good experience with Crawl. This is a little bit different. It is a multi-local co-op game, but with Crawl we were playing against each other, and this time we're playing together against the world, basically. And it's kind of got a quirky sense of humor. There's some like movie cliche kind of things going on, and there's like different characters, like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is in here, and there's an Arnold Schwarzenegger character. But we've never played it, so we're just gonna give it a try. And we've got everything hooked up to the Mac with PS4 controllers, and I think it's it. Want to give it a try?
Let's do it.
All right.
Yep.
And we had to go into the settings and like configure our controls individually. Didn't work right away, but oh, nice. So it's like a Zelda.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna choose our people here. I'm tempted to go with this. She's got a dog. That's pretty awesome.
That's true.
I gotta try the dog. Oh my god!
Let's go.
The convention tutorial. All right, so
I guess we should.
So I'm the woman in the robot. Justin is the Gabe Newell looking guy with the axe, and Steve just took down a door.
Nice.
Oh, there was money. Of course, doors have money in them. Oh my god. Special.
Yeah,
oh, okay, so
them.
so the second button that you chose should be, I believe, is the special.
Yeah. That does defense if you press it by itself. Left, right grabs people, and up, down does
aim, like ranged attack, I think.
Okay.
Why was that running towards me?
What fatality?
It's the blue thing. Oh, that's the special bar. Oh, that makes so much more sense now. Okay, so if those little blue things pop out, you collect them, and then you can use your special. Like that. That's your identifier. Pace your attack, don't button smash. Control the crowd. Perform fatalities with special.
That touching was working so well.
Oh, so when it says finish him, that's when you do a special.
Got
Got it. There's
it.
stuff happening off screen. There's a hamburger.
That was awesome.
You ate a love bun. Stage select. Train, sewer, hallway,
the road.
Ooh,
Train.
Train is what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's a train. Train. So far, it's not quite as like ridiculously, like over the top as Crawl was.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it.
Oh yeah,
but it's not quite as like frenetic.
Yes, exactly. That's the right word.
I do like the art style.
I don't love the art style quite as much as I love all that stuff.
Oh.
I kind of missed the large levels that were available in Crawl too, you know? Like
You mean like the free roaming, basically?
Yeah. You're kind of stuck in this little tiny box here.
Yeah, it's funny. So this is like, they're basically doing a new version of a classic style of game, which was like very much linear, and you're going through and just trying to survive until the end. And Crawl was like basically a brand new idea that nobody had done before. So it's kind of by design, but I think I agree. I like the free roaming better. Okay, what's going on? Oh my god! Jesus, heavy.
It was pretty awesome. Oh, I think I died. I did die. Oh no.
Wait, are you back now?
Oh yeah, I'm back.
Do you have multiple lives?
I guess.
How do you revive?
I think you were. Oh, it says at the bottom there. Are you sure? Say live. Oh no! Wow, that was pretty brutal. Are you gonna do it for the twin Psy guy?
I think so.
Okay. Let's see. Axel, Master Sword, Golden Axe.
I'm gonna go with the Golden Axe.
Okay. I'll go with Master Sword.
Let's go.
The road? I don't know. The road sounds pretty cool.
Let's try the road.
Okay.
Want to do the road?
Yeah.
Yeah, look how fast this little kid is.
Yeah, the
Awesome.
kid
I
is.
can like sprint across the screen here.
Jesus. Jesus, wow, that was the loudest thing.
Massacre! Did you guys ever play Unreal Tournament back in the day?
I did.
yeah.
Oh god, the announcer was the best part of that game. Multi-kill. Whoa. I honestly can like hardly see where I am on screen.
It would actually be nice if the player characters were a different color palette.
Yes,
Yeah.
that would be nice.
Wow, lots of money. Oh, it's the alien.
Oh.
Gaijin. Holy cow. What the hell is going on?
I am. There's so many like special attacks
Massacre.
happening right now.
I can't even see what's going on. Jesus Christ, the alien is eating me. Oh my god.
Oh, not enough cash to live.
Get off me. Yeah, those scorpions are no joke.
We like the facehuggers.
Yeah, yes.
Ah, shit.
Wow.
No, I'm done.
We're all...
I just have to die.
Wanna...
So do we have like one shared pool of cash?
I was trying to figure that out.
Yeah,
It said,
yeah.
so it says 687. I don't know if that means the first person to die. I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's
I guess you just collect cash.
which actually makes sense because if you like have somebody playing with you who's not as good, then you want
can collect cash for
Yeah,
them.
exactly. This week we're reviewing Devil's Dare. This is a new Steam game that was just released. I think on October 21st is the day it came out. It is a local co-op multiplayer game. So we had some success with Crawl. We all really enjoyed Crawl. So we thought we'd gamble again with another game. It's kind of thematically similar in some ways. It's a side-scrolling beat 'em up game, a kind of a classic retro style in all the senses. Retro side-scrolling beat 'em up game, and the art style is very pixelized, and it's kind of got this running in joke about you being at I think the Benny Arcade Expo, which is just a riff on Penny Arcade, and there's all these kind of little jokes in there about like you run into some characters from classic movies that are kind of riffs on Alien or Terminator or that kind of stuff, and it's all very tongue-in-cheek, and it's very simplistic gameplay for the most part. So you're just going from left to right, and you're attacking people, and you're picking up pickups, and you're trying to stay alive long enough to reach the end of the game, basically. And we did the same thing we did for Crawl. So we did some gameplay where we recorded the screen. So if you're listening to the audio version, you want to see us playing, check out the video version. But we just plugged in a Mac into PlayStation 4 controllers and streamed it over HDMI. So none of us had played the game until today. So Justin, you're kind of a fan of like Guacamelee and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So how did this compare?
I think that those games like Guacamelee and Crawl are definitely, they feel out of the box a lot more fast paced. And this game felt a little bit slower, and I don't know. I think it was okay. I think if we hadn't just played Crawl, I think it would have a much higher opinion of this game. So I think it's good, but I think it just doesn't have quite the same something that Crawl had.
Certain something.
Yeah, there is something. I mean, the difference between co-op and the sort of PvP thing, because in Crawl we were fighting against each other, but in this one we were all working together against the bad guys, which is cool. But it also, I don't know, Crawl actually was a cool concept where you got to sort of all go against each other. So I don't know. I think this is an okay game. It may even be a good game, but I feel like Crawl is a better like version of kind of almost the same thing. So yeah, I think it's all right.
Okay. Steve, you actually liked Crawl, which surprised everyone, including you.
Including me most of all.
Yeah. So what did you think of Devil's Dare?
I didn't really know again what I was getting into with Devil's Dare. I mean, also because I hadn't even heard of it until like maybe 2 minutes before we started playing it. And the sort of the retro pixelated nature sort of gave me hope, particularly given my experience with Crawl. And then I played it, and it was so strange. I really didn't know what happened. I mashed buttons, and it didn't really matter who the foes were most of the time until I got to the bosses, and they were horrible. And then I immediately died, and that was it. And everyone else was kind of all the same, and didn't really matter which buttons I mashed in which order, and they kind of died at more or less the same rate.
Yeah.
And I really missed. Well, I just missed the PvP aspect of the original of Crawl, which was a lot of fun, and then that was just completely missing here. But I also just missed the fact that I feel like with Crawl, I kind of quickly developed a strategy, because there was so much more you could do. Instead of just having this onslaught of zombies you had to kill off, you could you could run around, you could explore. There are all these other objects you can interact with besides the enemy. And
it's much less linear. Yeah,
and so they developed a strategy, and it was much more fun because I could actually strategize as I was playing. And here I feel like all I was doing was just constantly reacting to this onslaught of zombies. I never had time to just take a moment to think about what was going on. An entire level we played was on a train. And I was really excited about this. It's like, oh, I love trains. This would be so great, And then I played it, and at the end, after I died, I'm like, wait a minute, were we on a train? And I didn't notice the train. Where was the train at?
The one cool thing is it does let you choose which level you're going to go to. So we kind of collectively decided, do we want to go to the street and the train? But it said train, but there was no train.
Yeah, where was the train? Were we in a train? Or was there a train nearby?
I think we were supposed to have been on a train.
It was very late.
I think if we were to have survived the level, I think we would have gone to the next train car or something.
Would we met the guy from Snowpiercer at the end?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I didn't really like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seemed very, very generic, and there wasn't anything funny about it or charming in the way that Crawl, offered, and particularly there was the promise of all that.
Yeah,
and it was sort of entertaining when the aliens dropped out of the sky, that was a nod to Alien, but that was maybe it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it's pretty much the same for me. I don't think it's a bad game, and in other words, I think they pretty much accomplished what they set out to do. But yeah, Crawl is way above this. We were just fully engaged with Crawl. We're totally. We wanted to keep playing, and the other kind of weird thing. Overall, I don't regret paying the $10 or whatever it was to play it, and I think we kind of had some fun playing it. I think totally. You would, particularly if you want to take a break, between different games. So I liked it from that perspective. I think one thing that kind of is a major knock against it is we all died pretty quickly in, and that kind of takes a lot of the fun out, because it's okay, so the idea is that if you have $1,500, you can continue.
$1,500 in-game dollars.
In-game dollars. So yeah,
not real dollars.
Yeah,
it's not that kind of game.
Purchase it's like buying a new computer.
Actually, just explodes your computer when you get to game over.
It solves the DLC problem. Yeah. So if you have 15, so as you're going, there is a little bit of strategy. So as you're playing, when you're killing these guys, it'll come up and say, hey, finish him, kind of a riff on Mortal Kombat, but it says finish him. And if you use the special move to finish him, it will give you a bag of money or a stack of gold. So if you get those things, the more you collect, and you can also pick it up by breaking boxes and stuff like that. So if you have $1,500, you can revive yourself. And it seems that the pool of money is communal between everybody playing, which is kind of cool, because if you're playing with kids or whatever, and one guy's really good, then you're kind of helping them along, right? In practice, you can't get money fast enough to kind of stay alive. And it kind of sucks when, even between the three of us, and Justin and I in particular have a lot of experience playing video games, so you'd expect we'd at least make it past the first level, staying alive.
The tutorial?
Yeah, right.
We made it past the tutorial.
We made it past the tutorial, but but it's kind of frustrating, because it's you're not even really getting a feel for the game. We wanted to keep playing, but we didn't want to keep starting over.
Yeah.
So that's kind of frustrating. And the other thing is the color palette is there's an artistic choice to kind of a limited palette, which can be cool. I think they should have made it so that either the characters that we were playing each had a different color palette, or at minimum that all the players have a different color palette than the enemies.
Yeah, totally.
Because we think we're in there somewhere, and we see stuff exploding, but if you can't to the degree that there's a button to highlight who you are on the screen, which highlights a design flaw, which has been sort of patched over with the feature. So that's sort of an obvious oversight, and thankfully it's probably actually something that's very easy to fix in an update. So there's some hope that they could address that. So that was a little frustrating, but again, it's not a bad game. There's no critical flaw, it's just that given the choice between this and Crawl, every single time I would choose Crawl. So and I did see that they're actively doing updates on Crawl. So
cool.
They keep tweeting out little images of new bosses. They have a Hydra that they're working on for one of the bosses, which is awesome.
Nice. Do you get to control each snake?
Fire breathing. So nice. And everything about that was just so it was such a magical experience. All the pieces came together in such a special way.
Yeah.
And here it works. I mean, everything works as expected. It's just that it's missing, like you said, that little extra something. So, but it's $10, and there's no. Yeah. I don't think you would, if you like side-scrolling classic beat 'em up kind of things, and you've maybe had some sort of substance before playing. Maybe you'd enjoy it a little bit more. That's another option. But yeah, it was okay. Yeah. So So I guess we sort of it's a good strong meh or so. A little above a meh and a meh plus.
A little below meh.
Like about that's so yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I mean you could check it out, and it's only $10. But yeah, given the same time, we think have much more fun with Crawl.
Start with Crawl.
Start with
first.
Crawl. Yeah.
If you get be bored with Crawl, then check this out.
So, if you want to contact us, you can send us email at feedback@lowerearthorbit.fm. You can find us on Twitter at Low Earth Show. All of the notes for things that we talk about, and also if you're watching this on YouTube, all of our old audio shows before we started doing YouTube, you can find this at lowerearthorbit.fm. Also, it turns out if you have only seen us on YouTube, you may not know that you can also subscribe to us, the podcast, just directly on the website too, if you want to do that. And our YouTube page, of course, has been getting a lot of activity recently. It turns out some of the episodes are very popular.
What's our subscriber count?
Our subscriber count, I believe, is 41. So we're 9 away from doing another retro review.
All right.
So we haven't talked exactly about what it would be, but I have a couple suggestions. We'll have to pool our ideas.
Oh man, I feel like I had a really good idea for that the other day too. I'll have to think about what that was.
So your mission, listeners out there, listeners and viewers, is subscribe, because as soon as we get to 50, we're going to do another fun thing. Last time we did The Fifth Element, which was a fantastic episode in every respect. It was very, if you haven't seen that, go watch that. But yeah, for sure, subscribe. And once we get to 50, we have a contract to, that makes it
contractually
sound
obligated.
Yes. So do that. And we don't really have spoilers. So I think that's about it. See you next time.
Bye.
What was the name of the show that we were watching that you used to watch, the Crystal Maze or something? Or
Yeah, I think it's the Crystal Maze.
That was amazing.
Well, that show, and then the other show that you knew about, the Australian one, where they're trying to do like this, like the improv comedy, but the stage is like tilted 20 degrees or whatever it is.
What?
There was a show.
Oh my god!
There was a show.
So
it was
funny.
a slide over or slide something. It was something like that.
Oh yeah, it had a name. It was kind of a pun name.
I'll show it to you. It was amazing. So they're doing an improv show. Slideshow. Yes. So they're doing an improv show the same way they would do like on Who's Line or something like that. But the stage is tilted at 45 degrees. So they're trying to do
45?
It's not
something.
40, it's 20 something, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's enough that they basically can't stand up very well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So they're struggling to stand up basically.
But so they're trying to do in this case, the one we were watching, they were trying to do a skit of like being two stewards on an airline, and it's
That's right.
So she's trying to get to her seat, and she's got the ashes of her grandfather in a
an
urn, and so she's like trying to go uphill with this thing.
And
they're trying to pour wine, and
they tilt the cameras too. So for you watching at home, it doesn't look like the set's tilted. It just looks like they're all acting really weird.
It was amazing.
Wow.
We were in tears. It was
my
so
gosh!
Fun. They had one with Steve Carell, and he was making like McDonald's,
like a fast food. Yeah. Oh my gosh!
And then they had, was it the same show where they did the letters on the ground, like they were trying to form?
Oh yeah, maybe that was the same show.
Or another Australian
show. Or was it a different
show.
Australian
Might have been
show.
a different Australian show.
Didn't realize Australian TV was so funny.
Right.
I guess it makes sense.
Yes.
Australians seem like fun people, right?
Yes.
Yeah, totally. What the hell is going on?